Okay, here we go. It's another beautiful day in the villages. I know you've all heard that saying. Nothing like morning coffee. I'm still with the caribou. I'm sorry, I've tried a lot of coffee. It's all good, but I just keep coming back to this caribou blend, man. It's really good. I want to give you some information, some updates, some stuff coming down the pike. I went to Lake Sumter the other day and to a, I believe it was just a convertible club, I think it is, I think. All the cars there, it's older cars that were convertible. And it went everywhere from, I don't know, I'm going to say Model T era all the way up to some Corvettes that had convertible tops. Somewhere along the line I screwed up, wasn't paying attention. I went around, I took a video of the whole block, walked around the square. I showed the dancers, I showed the Christmas tree that's up. It's not lit yet, but it's up. I showed a lot. I walked around town. And then somebody wanted me to take their picture next to a car because I've got a fairly high-rated camera. And I said, sure. Truth is, I've done video with this camera. I've never done a snapshot with this camera. I have no idea what I'm even doing with it. But I do know it's got automatic flash, and you have to set the camera a certain way, and the flash actually pops up out of the camera. And I don't know how to get it to pop up. So I was messing with it, with the settings. Everything's in the settings. And somewhere along the line of me messing with the settings, I ended up deleting all the video. All of it. It's like, oh my God, and you can't get it back. So there I was, you know, just totally depressed, and I couldn't do anything. So I did get a little bit though before we left of some cars there on the one street. It was dark. I set the lighting on this thing, you know, as high as I could get it. And I did talk to Paul. He had his Mercedes up there, and I talked to him a little bit, and I videoed him talking to a interested person in the cars and some things like that. But it's nothing to what I had, but it'll give you an idea, I guess, of what's going on up there during one of those car shows. So I apologize for that right off the get-go, but I'll see what I can do with that video. One thing, yesterday, actually last night, I got a chance to interview fairly famous people. I have not heard of them, but that don't mean anything. I pretty much block all the outside news of the world off anymore. These people are not old, but they're not spring chickens. They're 60-ish age. They are the people that you read about. They had high-tech jobs, and they decided that at their age they were done with it, and they had some bicycles, I think, custom made, and they literally, on their first trip, they rode their bicycles, catch this, from somewhere in Alaska all the way to Key West, Florida. And then they enjoyed the trip along the way, so to speak. Like they went to some national parks. I think somewhere they took a cruise, like from parts of Alaska down to, say, the Seattle area, something like that, and got off the boat, put the bikes back together, because I guess they come apart. They put them in backpacks and whatever. And then rode their bikes from there, literally, all the way to Key West, Florida. I had a chance to interview them. There's a bicycle club here that knew they were coming. He has a mother that lives in the villages, and they knew they were coming, and so the bicycle club met them somewhere up around Spanish Springs and escorted them down to Brownwood maybe, or Lake Sumter. I don't know where they escorted them to, but they escorted them down here on their bicycles. Not only did they ride bicycles here, they rode a tandem bicycle here. You know, my mind just says, that's got to be in the Guinness Book of Records. The longest tandem bicycle ride in history, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, they were next door. Heart Attack Bob had them over there. They're relations of his somewhere down the line. And they asked me if I'd be interested in coming over to interview them. And I said, absolutely. I don't know what to ask. I just kind of winged it like I always do. This is not a Johnny Carson show. It was an impromptu setup, so the audio may not be exactly the best of the best. But considering I had to run over there, set it up real quick, and just because they had to go and get a few questions out there and let them talk about their trip, I got what I could get. I haven't edited it yet. I haven't even listened to it yet, but I know I've got it. I downloaded it, so I saw it, but I haven't listened to it. Hopefully it comes out okay. But anyway, for those of you that are cyclists, that are interested in cycling down here for exercise and whatever, these two people are an inspiration for you. 60 years old and riding a tandem bicycle literally from Alaska to Key West. They have a trip planned for next year already. I think he said they had it worked out now to Cleveland. The road map worked out to Cleveland. They got a ways to go yet, but they got the winter to get it figured out. They're riding their bikes, and I could have this wrong a little bit. You'll see it in the video. I think it was something like somewhere in Maine, and they're going to ride their bikes all the way to somewhere in the southern part of California. And she said that when they got down there, if they could, there's just a little bit of a jaunt that they're going to take. There's your $5 word, Tommy, jaunt. There's a little bit of a jaunt. They might ride their bikes over into Mexico. And so we'll see how that works out. I hope they keep me informed. I hope they have a daily blog when they're riding. I don't know if I got it on the video or not, be honest with you. If I didn't, I'll do my best to get that so you guys can watch their daily blogs and read up on it. So anyway, that's a couple things coming down the pike. We'll get that going. Today, the video is, I wasn't paying attention once again. New subscribers. I have a lot. So fasten your seatbelts. Well, I don't say a lot. I've been looking at my analytics, and so for the last year, I've been averaging in the neighborhood of 100 new subscribers per month, which I think that's fantastic for me. I just think it is. I'm always amazed that anybody wants to listen to what I got to say at all. And so I just keep rambling on. I don't even know that what I'm saying is even important, but as long as you're enjoying it and as long as you're tuning in, I'm going to keep doing it. So we're sitting outside today. I just want to give you, it's a little breezy. Hopefully I can maybe give you a little shot here in a little bit, but it's going to be in the 80s today. I'm not rubbing it in. Listen, I come from the north. I know what it is up there. You get these cold rains. The leaves are all over the ground. The evening, the temperature drops when the sun starts to set really bad, and right now you got Thanksgiving traffic and people going out and starting their Christmas shopping early and all that stuff. And they do the same thing here. It's just that when you're retired, here's another little pointer thing about being retired. We don't do that Christmas shopping thing much anymore, fighting the traffic and all that. We just mailed everybody gift cards. I know that sounds terrible, right? But I got grandkids that live from North Dakota to Indiana, to Tampa. Now, Tampa over here is a different story. We might be able to meet up with them. I can't promise that because they also have their own lives over there too, and the other sides of the family. So if nothing else, we'll send Jessie a nice gift card and her husband. They can just buy what they want, whatever they need. So anyway, yeah. So we'll get into new subscribers. Well, I had them right here. Where'd they go? Here they are. I want to thank all of you too for subscribing. I'm going to be greedy. Go tell a friend. Have them subscribe also. Jenny Butler has subscribed. Thomas Radar. Crystal Gardner. Jim Gatewood. Oh. I don't know if that's a J or an H. Jurion, Aldrink, Jeroen, Huron. Sorry. David Lavulo, Rosemary Kelly, Stanley Turcotti, Harbor Hills Country Club. Hey, Harbor Hills people! Hey! Harbor Hills, for those of you who don't know, I went over there and played golf once. Been a while back. I mean, like years ago. I can't remember a whole lot about it. Me and some guys got together and we went over there, but if I remember right, Harbor Hills is another retirement community. Wish I could tell you a lot about it. I just don't remember. But it seems to me it was nice. Seems to me they were still building new homes over there, I think. If there's anybody from Harbor Hills watching this, that if I'm wrong, comment below and let these people know, because there's a lot of people watch my videos. They're looking at other retirement communities other than the villages, so they might be interested. But it seems to me they had at least one 18-hole golf course. Maybe they got a couple by now. And gosh, it's over that direction, over toward Mount Dora area, I think. So, but I know they got a website. So if I was you, just Google Harbor Hills Country Club in Florida, and they got a website. I'm pretty sure they got a website, and see what pops up. When you're down here at the villages for a lifestyle visit or whatever, get in your car, go over there and check it out. I always recommend that. Go over and check out On Top of the World. That's up here by Ocala. It's about a 23-mile drive from here. Go across the 441 and check out Del Webb, Spruce Creek area over there, and check it out. And there's other retirement communities around, and when you drive around Florida, you'll find gobs of them. But at least to give you an idea of what's in this area right here. Because I realize that not everybody is into golf, and that's basically what the Villages is, a golfing community. I said that, and after I said that, I thought, no, that's not right. Pickleball here is really popular, if not more popular than golf. Tennis. Well, I'm not even going to go on with the activities. It's like 2,000 or 3,000 now. I got some subscribers that can tell you how many there are better than I can. I look at the Rec magazine and I get the numbers off of that, and the last time I looked at it, it's been months ago, and then there was like 25 or 2,600 planned activities then, and I think I got an email from somebody, it might have been Kathy, I don't know, but somebody sent me an email saying it was upwards of 3,000 now, and that's very possible. So yeah, there's lots of other things here to do other than golf and other than pickleball. But a friend of mine, his activity is drinking beer and playing poker every Thursday night. Hey, it's what he does. A. Laperle, Today's Rock 420. Martin Schroeder, Ice Time 49, Ice Time. You ice skate? Is that what that is? Ice Time? Rec 12ers. Rec 12ers. 12RS. I guess that's 12ers. Rec 12ers. Trust Me, Me One. Trust Me. Sell cars? Darlene Eisenberg. Triange 12. Mike Mason. James Sinkies. James in Keys. That's what that is. James in Keys. Must be in the Keys down there. Key West or whatever. Trex Head. I don't know what that is. Trex Head. Texard Head. J Hall Place. J Hall Place. Kitty Connor. Besma Talby. Larry Smith. W. Lou. Jason J1. Charles Busby. Charles Busby. Busby. Boy, that name rings a bell. I worked with a guy many years ago. His name was Busby. I don't know if you're the same guy, but I'm just going to throw it out there. He worked at Gentry's Cabinets in Anderson, Indiana. He was a supervisor in the paint shop. I can't remember his first name. May have been Charles, but his last name was Busby, and he lived, I believe, over around Noblesville, Indiana. Are you related? Are you the guy? Let me know. Poco Baloo, Tom Forte, Walt Kerspel, Danny Danny Hanserling, Joyce Gertz, Scott Culp, Tom Best. They've all subscribed. So, I welcome everybody to the channel. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get some information out of it. I assume all of you are kind of interested in the villages and possibly buying a home here, either full-time, part-time. At least the villages maybe is on your list of things to look at. I'll tell you a couple of things. One thing right now, wintertime, everybody comes down here. It's just starting to get busy now. And with Finney area down there not having much to do or places to go, most of those people down there are driving their cars up to the northern parts of the villages, Brownwood, Lake Sumter area, to do things because they just don't have it down there right now. They've only got one little restaurant, not near enough, especially this time of year. So they're coming up here to eat. They're coming up here to the squares. And listen, I mean, it's their right, and I don't care one way or the other. But I'm just simply letting you know, if you come down for a lifestyle visit, you're going to be probably staying at the Alden Bungalows. I believe it was announced they're not going to use Creekside Landing around Lake Sumter anymore for lifestyle visits. They've moved them all down to Alden Bungalows. Next to the Alden Bungalows, I believe, are called Atkins Villas. Atkins, I think, something like that, villas. There's a lot of them there. I don't know if they're done building them at all or not. I haven't been in there. But I heard from some people that we had a meet and greet with, they were interested in buying in there because they liked the location. And they were told by a salesperson or a sales associate from the villages, I can only assume, because if you want to buy new, you have to buy through the villages. You can't go to an outside realtor to buy a new home. And they told them that they weren't going to sell any of those because they were going to use those right now for the lifestyle visits. And that's very possible because in the wintertime especially, these lifestyle visits are by the thousands. I mean, it's just unreal. And they're in, they're out, they're in, they're out. So yeah, they might keep them for a while for lifestyle visits. He did tell me that reason why he'd like to go in there, and this is something I'm going to have to go down there and check out. He said those were courtyard villas. And then the reason why he wanted one of, because I told him, I said, well, you can buy in the Alden Bungalows. I know they sell them once in a while. He goes, I know. He said, but the difference was in the Atkins Villas, the reason why he wanted to go there with the courtyard villas is because he said their driveways are straight. They're not curved. Whoa, that kind of threw me back a little bit because almost all of them, that's the way they are. The driveways are like, they're like that. People who've been here know what I'm talking about. And because he wanted a two-car garage, and I know that Alden has two-car garages in a lot of their villas there. And he said, but he wanted a straight drive. So I'm going to go down there and check that out and find out what the design difference is. Interesting, straight drive. I'll tell you what, I kind of go along with him. I'd rather, the curved drives look nice aesthetically to go in there and look at them. But a straight drive, yeah, I like that better myself. I just hope they make the streets wider, especially in the winter when people get gassed. They park on the street, both sides of the street, and it's just in my mind, it's just a mess. I don't like it at all. But the villas themselves are gorgeous. It really is. They're just gorgeous. So anyway, welcome to the channel. I'll do my best to get you the information. Don't hesitate sending me any questions. My email, I'm making a an effort to make sure my email is on each and every video. I've been doing that now for about the last 2 or 3 months. I've been making sure my email's on there. People say they can't find it. Trust me, it's there. What it is, a lot of people are using their cell phones or their iPads to watch these videos, and there's a little arrow under. If you're on the list, I have a video list. I'm trying to separate these so it makes it easier. A lot of people are not interested in going shopping with Sue and Deb. So there's a list of things like, say, golf cart rides. They'd like to watch that. So instead of having to finger through all my videos to find the golf cart rides, they can just go to the list. And I haven't got them, I don't think, totally done yet, but there's a good assortment there now. If you're on there, you're not going to find my email address, I don't believe. You have to go to the starter page, is what I'll call it. And it has on that starter page, I believe, the last 3 or 4 updated videos that are just posted. Underneath, you start one of those videos. You can't do it on that page. Start one of them videos. And when you start the new video, right to the right bottom corner, you'll see a small little arrow. I mean, it's a small one. It's almost, you almost can't see it. But it's there. Hit that small little arrow and that box will just drop down a little bit. And when it drops down, there's my email, there's my post office box, and there's some other information on there I put on there from time to time. Other email addresses that might interest you, things like that. So it's on there, trust me, it's on there. But if you can't find it, just fire me a comment. Oh, when you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell. You hit the subscribe button. Right to the right of the subscribe button is a little bell. Click that also. That's the notification button. That means every time I post a video, you will be notified I posted a new video. Every time I reply to maybe one of your comments, you'll be notified that I replied to your comment. So anyway, hope you enjoy it, and welcome, and we'll see what we can do, and look forward to those new videos when they come out. Until then, I'll see you on the other side. Oh, speaking of that, still working on the t-shirt designs. I've got a couple of them now that I kind of like. I'm kind of working with the t-shirt company. I would like for them to take the order. I would like for them to collect the money, and I would like for them to do all the shipping and receiving, all of it. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Anyway, I got a couple of designs. I want them to look a little classy. I don't want them to look, how do I put it? I don't want them to look gaudy. And I want to make sure that the t-shirt material is of some type of quality. I don't want this 3 for $10 crap. So anyway, still working on it. The different colors. I know that there's all kinds of colors they got on the website. Sizes, all this and that. I don't want to really get into the point. I will if I have to, if I thought there's a big enough demand for it, but I don't want to get into warehousing stuff where you'll order, say, a t-shirt, you want it to be red, and then next thing you know, you're sending it back to me because you either want a refund or you want to exchange it because the size is too small, the size is too big, the red is not the red I thought it was, now I want to exchange it for a yellow. I just don't want to get into all that. So that's why it's taking so long for me to get this thing going. And now that time's passed, the weather's getting cooler up north, and now, you know, I'm thinking maybe we ought to skip the t-shirts until next year, and then maybe go with sweatshirts or a jacket or something like that. There's all this stuff's on there, hooded sweatshirts. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm still working on it. I'm such a procrastinator. So anyway, I just want everything to be right. I know it's never perfect, but I just want things to be right. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here now. I'll say it one more time. See you on the other side.